Okay, this will be an interesting one. Hopefully this will come up a treat. Let's see how we go. Look at that when we put the original down. So maybe, oh fuck this user interface. It is so annoying. It just doesn't work as well as it should. We're going to leave that on standard. We're not going to use that. This will be, let's see how this one goes. Maybe we're going to make it less contrasty. And the copy density is going, actually, are we going to use, yeah, we're going to use it because we've got contrast. It won't work with brightness. So, just going to set this silly shitter up. Okay. Right. Let's see what else. I think we'll start it like that. Let's see how it's going to look. What is it? It is. It's actually one of those bags, I think, designed for wine. But I'm not going to buy any wine for someone. This is just, I bought this at a cheap shop just because of this lovely spacey looking pattern on the back. So we're going to just put that down pretty much like so. So that's really pretty, you know, and it looks like the Milky Way or something like that. Something you could imagine. It's very pretty. Didn't get a look at how big it was. I can't be bothered lifting it up and dislodging it, so I'm going to just make some guesstimations here. So we're going to make this one. Going to make it 180 along the horizontal, and on the vertical we're going to make it 180. We're going 180 both ways, and let's see how this goes. Right. Okay, let's see if we've made this look good. Whoa, that looks quite nice. You can see they look almost like spheres. Now, I'm wondering if we could do some more. We need to be able to change the hue or something because it's not the greatest look. I'm wondering what we're going to do. If we're going to go here and we're going to go to color adjust, and we're going to go to hue, and I think the hue has got to go colder, and we're going to have to kill off the contrast because we want to make it more red, and now the contrast is still there because the copy density is in the middle and the brightness is in the middle, so we might be able to get away with it. But it's not going to be as dark because it's in negative positive. It's normally best to make it really dark. Otherwise, your copy is going to look wishy-washy. But this might not be a problem with this original. It might be something different for a change that we can do. So let's see how we go. Well, that looks quite nice actually. It's not dense. It's not as dense, but it's got more feel. This is a bit gluggy, whereas this one looks a bit more, has got more nuances of colour in it. So it's not the greatest colour scheme, but I'm wondering if we're going to work with this. We're going to run with it. I do quite like it. This looks like a really good centrepiece, if ever there was. So we're just going to, so I'm just trying to decide. So obviously deciding not to darken it full blast has actually made this better, I think. And being able to use the contrast to give it a more subtle effect rather than all gluggy and heavy, well, yeah, I'm glad I did it. Just something different. Another thing I can throw in my toolkit of experience, so to speak. Yeah, pity I can't be a photocopier technician. I could do more creative shit if I knew how to pull these things to pieces and know how they fucking work, right down to the programming of the operating system, which I've heard they use Linux or some kind of Linux-based programming. I don't know what the fuck how that works, but it's just some computer nerds really love Linux, and they'll run their desktops on the operating system, and apparently that's what goes into one of these. But I just don't, because of my disabilities, I can't learn all this shit. I can't learn what it all means, however much I wish I could. But these are some of the things I've heard, that, yeah, this is a Linux-based operating system the photocopiers use. Let's see how we go lining these up. Okay, well, I was wishing there was more red in this picture, but it actually looks quite nice. I think now we can call this one quits.